by default javac command will not be knowing the command prompt. Java command not knowing to the command prompt. Command prompt is a utility from the operating system. Javac command we installed yesterday only. Command prompt not knowing the location where javac command is available. You can go to the E drive. You can trigger javac command. You can trigger javac. You can trigger Java command. Not able to identify. It is not there in the E drive root directory. Come on, guys. Let me go to the D drive. First, to clear the screen. CLS. Go to the D drive. Javac with a version. In the D drive root directory also it is not there. In the D drive, June Softwares, JDK 2 folders, then bin folder, then only Javac is available. But from where we are running Javac command? From the root of the D drive. From the root of the D drive, Javac command not available. Come on, guys. Let us move to cd space June. Press a tab. Trigger Javac command. With a version. Java command. With a version. Even in the June Softwares folder also, Javac command not there. Java command not there. Please observe. Clear the screen. Go for CD. JDK. There are two hierarchical JDK folders. First JDK folder. Trigger Javac command. Again here. Trigger Java command. Again here. Go to one more JDK hierarchical folder. JDK, press a tab. Here also not able to work. Why? It is not having Java command, Javac command. Now go for bin folder. You can type bin or you can type B with a tab. Now trigger Javac space version. Successful. Java space version. Successful. Got it? From here, cd space backward slash. Everybody, cd space backward slash. Let me clear the screen. cd space backward slash. You will come to the root of the D drive. Come on, guys. Root of the D drive. cd space backward slash. cd space backward slash. Let me trigger Javac again. Let me trigger Java again. We are running from the root of the D drive. In that location, Javac not available. Java not available. Javac. You cannot run Javac command and Java command any locations except bin. Only from the bin location we are able to run Javac and Java command. Everybody please experiment in all different locations. In every location you are getting error. Only in the bin folder location you are able to run successfully. Only from the bin folder location we are able to run very successfully. Only from the JDK bin folder we can able to run successfully. CLS, going to the D drive, everybody. In the D drive, let me check again. Go to the CD, June. Press the tab. Let me check again. CD space JDK tab. Trigger Java C. CD space one more JDK with a tab. Java C. CD space bin. Java C with a version. Java with a version. Now, clear the screen. Come to the C drive. By default, you are getting into users and user. If you don't want this, if you want to go to the root, then cd space / e colon e drive. How to change from one drive to another drive? Just to mention drive colon. How to come to root of the current drive? Root of the current drive. cd space / how to go to child directory? cd space child directory. Yes, sir. Come on, guys. How to clear the screen? CLS. Now, we need to configure our Java C command and Java command location to the command prompt. How we can configure Java C command location, Java command location to the command prompt. Once we configure Java C command location, Java command location to the command prompt, then command prompt will be knowing that we can run from C drive, D drive, E drive, F drive. We need to specify, we need to explain, we need to tell to the command prompt, my Java C command is available in this particular location. You need to tell to the command prompt, my Java command is available in this particular location. As of now, command prompt not knowing where is Java C, not knowing where is Java. You need to specify location of the commands to the command prompt. There is a predefined procedure to specify location of the commands to the command prompt. That predefined procedure is setting path environment variable. You need to set commands locations to the path environment variable. So something like your JDK environment, you need to specify to the command prompt. For that purpose, there is a fixed name. There is a fixed predefined name, that is path. You need to specify your commands locations to the path. You are specifying your environment to the path. That is why that path is called as a environment variable. It is a predefined one, environment variable. You need to specify your JDK environment to the path environment variable. So that can be done in multiple ways, different ways. Let us see the first way, how we can specify our commands locations to the command prompt by using path environment variable. Please observe, follow me everybody. Set space from anywhere in the command prompt. It can be from C drive, D drive, E drive, anywhere from the command prompt, no matter where you are. From the same location, set space. Set space path is equal to anywhere, Amma. Even from C drive, anywhere. You opened command prompt, right? Command prompt. These guys. Set space path is equal to. I already said from any location. It can be from C drive. It can be from D drive. It can be from E drive. From anywhere in the command prompt, set space path, PATH. It can be uppercase or it can be lowercase. Path is equal to. So open Windows Explorer, go to the bin folder in the Windows Explorer. Everybody, open Windows Explorer. Go to the bin folder, select the address bar. Everybody, select the address bar after going to bin folder. Come on. After going to bin folder in the Windows Explorer, already you might have went to the bin folder. Come on. After going to the bin folder, copy the address bar. Copy the address bar. Everybody. Just like wherever softwares are downloaded, go to that location, JDK2 hierarchical folders, then inside that bin folder, you can see Java C command and Java command. After seeing Java C command and Java command, copy the address bar. Everybody, whatever you selected, copy. Copy address bar. Everybody, copy address bar. Now come to the command prompt. Try to paste here. Right click. It's not copied in my system. Just to copy and paste, everybody. Exactly. If you are typing, definitely you'll commit a mistake. It is a lengthy write. There is a chance of committing a mistake. That is why always you have to copy from the address bar. After copying, paste over here. Done you. You are done or not? Press enter. Set space path is equal to the value of bin location right from the root. In my system, total software is available in the D drive. That is why it is starting from D:/June batch software, JDK first folder, JDK second folder, then bin. Yes or no? Same way you can specify. Now you can trigger Java C from anywhere. Go to the C drive, go to the D drive, from anywhere you can run. Everybody. From the C drive, from the same command prompt, got it? Same command prompt. Go to any location. Working. Go to the D drive. CD/Java C version. Java version. I'll show you once again. Please observe, guys, everybody. Set. It is a predefined command which is available in the operating system. Set is a predefined command which is available in the operating system. Name of the variable is equal to, name of the variable is a path. Path is equal to, you need to copy bin folder location from the address bar. Let us consider I am opening Windows Explorer, window key and E key, Windows Explorer, window key and E key. Go to the drive which contains softwares. In my system, D drive containing softwares. Inside a D drive, go to the June batch softwares. Go to the JDK first hierarchical folder, second hierarchical folder, bin folder. This is the location where commands available. Come on, guys. This location displayed in the address bar. Yes or no? This location displayed in the address bar. Select the address bar. Select the address bar. Copy, Control C. Copy the address bar. This is the detailed location where Java C and Java available. This location should be configured to the command prompt. That configuration purpose, they provided a procedure. That procedure is setting a name, setting one path, setting one name. That name is a path. Come on, guys. Control V or right click paste. Press enter. Now in throughout this command prompt, you can trigger Java C command anyway. It can be C drive, D drive, E drive, F drive, anywhere. Let me go to the C drive. From the C drive also, you can able to run Java C and Java anyway. Everybody observed? Come on, guys. Now, if you set a path like this, it will be local to current command prompt. It will not be visible to another command prompt. Let me check the same. Everybody, don't close this command prompt. Let it open a new command. Open a new command prompt. Everybody, open a new command prompt. Trigger Java C command. Trigger Java command. Not visible. Not able to run successfully. Whatever path you set in the previous command prompt, local to that command prompt only, not visible to this command prompt. Come on, guys. Whatever path you set in one command prompt, local to that command prompt only, not visible to another command prompt. This is the new command prompt. In this new command prompt, we did not set whatever we set in the previous command prompt, that is not visible to here. Come on. That was visible to local to that only. Let us set one more time here. Come on. Let us set one more time. Set space path is equal to set space path is equal to Control V, or else you can go to the Windows Explorer, copy the address bar. Already it is available in the clipboard. Same I mentioned. Got it. Now you can trigger. It's running or not? You can go to the D drive, E drive, F drive, anywhere it will be running. Come on. Open another command prompt and check it out. Come on, guys.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Let me open a new command prompt. Everybody, CMD. Go to the Java C command with a version. Java command with a version. It's not running. What we need to do? Setting a path. Yes or no? Set space. Name of the environment variable is a path. It can be lowercase or uppercase. It's a case insensitive. I specified uppercase this time. You can. You can go for both also. P in the uppercase, remaining lowercase. Path. Name of the environment variable. That name is a case insensitive. Lowercase path same as uppercase path. You can mention in any of the case based on your requirement, based on your convenience. Based on your convenience, you can mention either in the lowercase or in the uppercase. Now trigger Java C command. This is one way of setting a path local to command prompt by using set command. Setting a path environment variable, local to command prompt, local to command prompt. Setting a path environment variable, we have seen one way. That is local to the current command prompt. Local to one command prompt. Whatever you are setting in one command prompt, that is not visible to other command prompts. Come on, guys. Whatever path you are setting in the command prompt through set command, that is local to the current command prompt. Local to the current command prompt, not visible to other command prompts. One way. So this is not very encouraged way. Why? Because it is available only in the current command prompt. If I open another one, I need to set one more time. Whenever I open a new one, I need to set one more time. In the day, we may be studying 10 or 15 hours. At least like a 4 or 5 times we may be restarting, or like a power might be went off. Whenever you open a command prompt, you need to set a path. Not at all recommended approach, but you should know this also. We clearly understood how to set a path for one command prompt and what is the limitation here. Limitation is local to the current command prompt. It is not visible to another command prompts. Got it or not? So now close all the command prompts. I'll show the second approach. Close all the command prompts. Whatever command prompts you opened, close all the command prompts. Everybody. So you can copy if at all it is not available in the clipboard. Copy this one already. You might have copied. Already it will be available. Still, you can copy one more time. This location we need to set to the operating system permanently, not for one command prompt. Permanently, it should be available for all the command prompts. The second approach is setting a path for all the command prompts of one user. For one user, no matter how many command prompts he opens, path will be available. User wise, one user wise, setting a path. How we can set a path? Copy this bin folder location. Then left side you can see this PC or my PC. Left side, this PC or my PC. Right click. Right click on this PC or my PC. Are you finding properties? Click on properties. Click on properties. After clicking on properties, you'll be getting this type of window. You can see advanced system settings in the right side. Advanced system settings in the right side. Advanced system settings in the right side. Are you able to find? Click on this. Able to find or not? Are you able to see this type of screen? Check. Left side you can see advanced system setting. You're able to see? See, from one operating system to another operating system, that alignments are little changing. You need to look for advanced system settings. Click on this. Here you can see environment variables one button. Are you able to see environment variables button? Button. Come on. Click on that button. So here two sections are there, upper and lower. Upper section is for one user. Upper section is for one user. You can see upper section title. User variables for username. My username is a Dell. User variables for one user. Are you able to see? If you set anything in the upper side, that will be for you only. For current user. So you are only using the system. You will become a current user. So for you, you are setting something. Getting? So here, you can see the path in the upper section. Everybody, in the upper section, you can see the path. Select the path. Select the path. Click on first edit, not the bottom one. Upper one, there is a edit. Everybody, able to see? Click on edit. You'll get similar to this type of window. You are getting different window. So whoever getting different window, just wait. Guys, everybody. See, if you see this type of window, then you can find a new. Click on new. There is another type of window like a variable name, variable value. So just wait for that. I'll explain that also later. Now click on new. You'll get a blank one line in the bottom. In that blank line, control V, our entry, bin folder entry. Then click OK in all the windows. Every window, click OK. In all the windows, click OK. I'll show you. I'll show you. I'll show you. Click OK. In every window, click OK. This is one. Some people will be saying variable name and variable value. Go to the variable value. Go to the last. Enter semicolon. Then paste it. Go to the last. Under variable value. Don't modify. The existing one should not be modified. Under variable value, go to the last. Under variable value, go to the last. Enter semicolon. After semicolon, paste it. Everybody? Now, after clicking, done? Then click OK in all the windows. In every window, click OK. Now open a command prompt. Yes. Open a command prompt and check it out. Now click OK in all the windows. Are you able to run Java C command? Come on. Java C space version. Java space version. Open second command prompt. Check it out. Any number of command prompts. It's working. Everybody working or not? If it is not working, you didn't set a path properly in my computer. I'll show you once again. If it is not working, don't worry. Please follow me one more time. Even though it is working, try observing all the steps, whatever we are doing. Guys, everybody. So whatever command prompts you already opened, close all the command prompts. Close all the command prompts. Open Windows Explorer, Window key and E key. Window key and E key. Go to the softwares folder location. In my system, D drive. In your system, it may be different drive. JDK, one more JDK bin. This is the location. We need to specify to the command prompt permanently. Come on guys, not for one command prompt, for every command prompt permanently we need to specify this location. This can be done through updating path environment variable. I need to update this value inside a path environment variable. Select the address bar, Control C. Control C. left bottom CMD, left bottom CMD. Sorry, we don't require this. Please close it. Go to this PC, right click, properties. This PC, right click, properties, advanced system settings, environment variables, select a path, click on edit, go to the new, specify your commands locations. Then click OK in all the windows. So here, I already said, I'm not clicking OK, I'm cancelling. Done in every system? Done you? Open CMD. Java C space hyphen version. Java space hyphen version. Open second command prompt, go. Even after restarting also it will be available. After restarting also this setting will be available till you format your system. If you format this system, then it will be erasing. Come on guys. This is the second way of setting a path. Second way of setting a path. Come on. In the second way, we set a path permanently to all the command prompts of one user. Current user. For one user only. For the current user only. Not for all the users. Not for the multiple users. Generally, one system may have multiple user accounts. Come on. System may have multiple user accounts. We are not setting path to all the user accounts. We are setting a path for our user account. Come on guys. Second way is setting a path environment variable for one user. Setting a path environment variable for one user, that is current user. Only for one user, that is current user. Sometimes you may require to configure a path for all the users. That is the third approach. But third approach is not at all recommended. Why are you configuring for every user? If you are configuring for every user, other user may delete the same configuration. Chances are they may not be intentionally, maybe some accidentally. Why our configuration visible to others? Always we are looking for privacy. Even though multiple developers are using in the same system, our configuration is ours. So if they know our configuration, definitely there is a chance of misusing. Multiple users setting something not recommended. But if any requirement is there, setting something to all the users. Let us consider in one system there are 3 shifts, morning, afternoon and evening. Same system using by 3 different developers. Morning one developer, afternoon and evening. If you want to set path environment variable globally for all the users, then you can go for setting a path global to all the users, for every user, for every user. That is coming under third approach, the third way. Already we have seen two ways. First one is command prompt wise. First one is command prompt wise. Second one, current user, current user, current user. Third one, for all the users, for all the users. Whoever valid user is there for your system, every user should know. I'll show the procedure, but don't follow. Don't do that one. We are not using that in any way, but you should know. Okay. In the same place, right click on this PC, go to properties, advanced system settings, environment variables. Upper one is for one user, lower one is for all the users. You can see lower one is system variables. It's not for one user, for all the users who are working in the same system. Under system level, you can find a path. Don't follow. Don't do this one. I'm selecting a path. Click on edit. Again, go to new. Mention the same. But don't do this one. Not recommended. We had to do everything local to us. It should have a privacy. If we are doing anything here, there may be chance of other people will be removing, maybe modifying. There may be a chance of correcting. And one more thing, operating system will be using system variables for its functionality purpose. You can see here all our operating system related entries. While you are setting your entry, by accidentally, if existing entry might have changed, there is a chance. Then total operating system will be not working properly. Got it or not? This is a system level. Don't do anything system level. Do your user level. There is a partition for you. Play around in your partition rather than entering into other global area. Got it. System level setting a path not recommended. User level setting a path highly recommended. We always follow setting a path under user level for one user, not for all the users. All the users setting a path not at all recommended. Understood, everybody? I'm cancelling all. I just showed the procedure. Now this path will be visible even after restarting the system. Tomorrow, day after, next year, you don't require to set a path. We set a path permanently, which will be available for every session. The last point related to path. Everybody, there is a command to read. There is a command to read path values. Whatever you set a path in the My Computer, both under user level and at system level, both you can able to read from the command prompt to see, to check, to verify. There is a command. If you run that command from the command prompt, you can come to know what are the entries under user level path and also under system level path. So let me show that one. ECHO, echo. percentage, path percentage. Echo space, percentage, path percentage. You are getting values of both system level path and user level path. You can see the last one. The last entry is whatever you said. It is a combination of user level path values and system level path values. The last entry is our entry. Come on, guys. You can see here. Echo space, percentage, name of the environment variable, then percentage. This is the syntax to be followed. Echo space, percentage, name of the environment variable, then percentage. Guys, everybody, please observe. Crystal clear, you should remember forever. Let us consider I installed one XYZ software. I installed in the F drive, assume. In the F drive, I installed one XYZ software. Inside that software, there are some commands. Commands means you have to run from the command prompt only. Commands always you should run from the command prompt. Our software installed in the F drive. Inside that software, there are some commands. I need to run that commands from the command prompt, from C drive, from D drive, from E drive, from F drive. By default, you cannot. Why? Because how command prompt or operating system will come to know your new software, whichever installed today. Got it? You installed in the F drive. Software name is XYZ. Inside that XYZ software folder, there are some commands. You need to run that command. For running purpose, you need to open a command prompt. From the command prompt, you need to run that commands from C or D or E or even F. By default, not possible. By default, you have to go to the location where commands are there in the command prompt. Then you have to trigger. Every time going there and triggering may not be possible. Your command prompt should recognize XYZ software command. For that purpose, operating system people, they introduced path environment variable. They asked you need to set a path for your commands locations. If you set a path, then I can recognize. So here path is the interface between us and operating system developers. Our commands, operating system will not be knowing. Our commands location, we have to specify it to the operating system. I should not use XYZ is equal to. What is XYZ? It doesn't know any meaning to the operating system. They provided a path. We had to use same path. Assume we are updating XYZ, they are looking for path. There will be no sync between both the teams. That is why operating system people, they provided one fixed environment variable name, that is path. You need to set a path with your commands locations. You need to set a path with your commands locations. That path setting, three different ways. That path setting, three different ways. One is local to the current command prompt. That can be done through one of the predefined command, that is set. Set also predefined command. Path is the name of the environment variable. Predefined name of the environment variable is a path. Set is a command. It's a built-in command. It's operating system command, like our JavaC command. Got it? Use that command to set a path in the local to the command prompt. Local to the current command prompt. If we set a path through set command, it will be visible only for the current command prompt. It will not be visible to other command prompts. Yes, sir. If you want to set a path globally for all the command prompts of one user, even after restarting, that is for multiple sessions of one user. In the multiple sessions, he may be opening multiple command prompts, setting a path permanently for one user. That can be done in the My PC under user level. My PC under user level for one user. Even after restarting also it will be available. Come on. Even after restarting also it will be available. Sometimes you may require to configure. You may require to configure for all the users of the system. The third approach is setting a path, setting a configuration for every user of the current system. There may be a chance of 2 user accounts, 3 or 4. In one family, we may have one laptop. We may look for creating multiple user accounts. Creating a new account is not difficult. You can search in the Google, you can search in the YouTube, 5 minutes video. Everybody can create a new account. Understanding us? So there may be a chance of having multiple user accounts in the same system. In that scenario, if you really wanted to set something global to all the users, then go for third approach. Third approach also very similar to second approach. My PC system variables. My PC system variables. But it is not at all recommended. There are 2 reasons why not recommended. One is security you are losing. You are losing security. If you are setting under system level, other users also coming to know. Your privacy losing. You are losing the security. Second one, you are trying to do something in the operating system level. There may be a chance of something corrupted. If you are doing perfectly, that is okay. But we are human beings. There is a chance of committing a mistake. If existing one got conflict, got changed, operating system may not be working properly. That is why don't try doing anything under operating system level. That is why yesterday I told, leave C drive completely for the operating system. Don't do anything in the C drive. We are not operating system developers. We are application developers. We need to develop a project to the customer. We are not here to develop operating system. We don't want to modify anything in the operating system. Let like a OneDrive completely for the operating system. Got it out? So this is about the path environment variable. Finally, to read any environment variable value, echo. Echo command is used for reading any environment variable value. In order to read any environment variable value, we can use echo space percentage name of the environment variable, again percentage. This is the defined syntax to read the values of the path. Got it? The total software setup is done in our systems. Yesterday we just downloaded and installed. Today we have seen the total configuration. One time configuration we have done. We don't require to repeat the same configuration again and again. You need to repeat only whenever you format the system. Once you format the system, complete operating system will be erased. Whatever my PC system level, that is in the operating system. If operating system is formatting, completely will be erased. So you need to reconfigure once again. If operating system is not formatting, you don't require to do anything. Now, let us develop one simple Hello World Java program. Setup is completely done. Software setup is done. Let us see the simple Hello World first program. Hello World program. See, if you have a multiple drives, you can use another drive. Otherwise, in the same drive. I'm using E drive for the development. You can go for any different drive or same drive. It's up to you. E drive. Let us create one folder for development purpose. Come on, guys. I'm creating one folder for your batch. In the E drive, right click, go to new folder. Right click, go to new, select a folder. June batch DV. No upper cases, no spaces. Development purpose in the different drive. I'm creating one folder. Software's downloading purpose. Yesterday we created software's folder in the D drive. June batch softwares. Here June batch DEV development. It is in the different drive. If you have a multiple drives, you can use different drive. If you don't have more drives, you can use in the same drive also. Whenever folder is created, don't choose uppercase alphabets. Don't choose a space. Yeah. What is your doubt? No doubt. Develop a Java program in this location rather than developing somewhere. We created one folder to develop our first Java program. Everybody. So developing Java program, totally 3 steps are there. Somebody might have done already 1 or 2 programs. Somebody might have not done. So totally 3 steps available. First one is composing Java program. Compose a Java program. This is one step. First step. Compilation. Compiling Java program. This is the second step. Running a Java program. Composing, compiling, running. Composing, compiling, and running.
Sir, composing.
composing, spell mistake, composing Java program. Composing is nothing but typing, developing, writing a program. Instead of using writing a program, developing a program, typing a program, use the word called composing. Composing a Java program. First we are typing the program. The typing operation is called as a composing. This is the industry word. Composing Java program, then compiling Java program, then running a Java program. So to compose a program, we required a editor. Yesterday we installed editor, Edit Plus. We never used, we didn't use so far. Let us use the Edit Plus to compose the program. Guys, go to the desktop. You can see Edit Plus in the desktop. First time it will be asking some kind of evaluation. So just to select a trial. First time, what is the first screen you are getting? This only you are getting? Very good. Not license. This one. Trial is there? Trial.
No, there is one line. Do you have some terms about this? Yes, sir.
You can mention no. So what is the first screen? This only you are getting? Okay. What about you? So what is your screen now? Hero. After pressing no, what you are getting? There is a trial, right? Accept, yes. There you can click yes. You need to accept license agreement. Click yes. Then what next? Okay. You are seeing this screen? What is the pop-up window, man? Bring the system. After getting this window, for initial 30 days, you can go for I agree. It will allow only initial 30 days. After 30 days, you can bring this pop-up window in the bottom and keep working. So no need of buying the license. For initial 30 days, you can click on I agree. After 30 days, bring this pop-up window in the bottom. Then keep working. Got it up? No need of buying anything. I am using this for the more than 20 years. Don't worry.
Hello, sir.
After opening Edit Plus, everybody,
Hello, sir.
File, New, Java. Everybody, please select File, New, Java. File, New, Java. Everybody got this one? This is the base code which is required for Java program. As we mentioned, File, New, Java, Edit Plus recognized like you are going to develop a Java program. For the Java program, whatever base code is required, that base code is provided. So here, mention class name as a hello with H in the uppercase. Class name as hello with H in the uppercase. Any name you can give. First time you can give hello only. First letter, it is advisable to keep in the uppercase, but not a mandatory. Remember, hello, H in the uppercase. It's a industry convention. Whenever you are giving a name to the class, Whenever you are giving a name to the class, first letter advisable in the uppercase, but it's not a mandatory. You can develop with lowercase also, but choosing lowercase first letter for the class name is very discouraged. Don't go for H in the lowercase. Try choosing class name first letter in the uppercase. Only hello I type. You also just hello. Copy this hello. Control C. Go for Control S. Saving. Control S. See, you got the pop-up window. Here two things are important. First one location, second one name of the file. We are trying to save the file through Control S. Control S is for saving purpose. While saving a file, two things required. One is location. Second one is name. First one is location. We already created one folder. Go to the E drive. In my system, E drive. June batch DEV. This is the location. Select the location. Whichever folder you created for the development purpose, go to that drive, go to that folder. Then file name, Control V, like a class name. Hello. Just to mention only hello, don't mention .java. Some people, whoever knowing already, those people mentioning .java, don't mention. The reason behind is already type is Java. Automatically you will be getting .java. Don't mention .java, mention just hello. That's all. Click on save. Click on save. There is a save button. Composing got over. Come on guys. Hello world program. Check it out in the development directory. There is a hello.java file. In the development directory. June. June batch DV. So hello. See composing resulted hello.java. Come on guys. One Java file is developed. So while composing we got hello.java as an output. We got one Java file. Composing Java file done. We need to compile. Compilation can be done through javac command. Compilation can be done through javac command. Javac. Javac command. C stands for compiler. Java compiler. Javac command we have to use. One very important point is, guys, javac command should be triggered from the place where Java file is saved. Repeat once again. You need to run javac command from the place where Java file is saved. Our Java file is saved in the June batch DEV. It is in the E drive. Come on. Javac command is available in the D drive softwares folder. But we updated a path environment variable. We can run JavaC command from the E drive also. Yes or no? If you are not updating a path, you cannot run JavaC command from the E drive. We already updated. We can able to run JavaC command from anywhere. Already we have C drive, D drive, E drive, F drive, anywhere. We need to run JavaC command from the place where Java file is saved. From the place where Java file is saved. Yes. Open a command prompt. By default, command prompt is opening to C users del. So our Java file is there in the E drive. Come on. In my system, it is in the E drive. In your system, it may be in different drive. Mention drive column. Come on, guys. E drive. So here, CD space June tab. CD space June tab. It should be June batch DEV. It should not be June batch software. If you are in the same drive, check it out whether you are selecting software or DEV. You need to select DEV, not the software. So in my system, softwares are there in another drive. DEV is there in another drive. Come on. This is the location where Java file is there. If you wanted, you can see the current content by using dir. dir. Press enter. You can see hello.java. dir. The current directory content. Current directory content. Hello.java. Come on. So, trigger JavaC command. First, I am clearing the screen. CLS. Clear the screen. Trigger JavaC space. JavaC space. Name of the file. Hello.java. Name of the file. Detailed file name. Hello.java. H in the uppercase. Everybody getting this? Come on. Hello.java. Hello.java. Got it, everybody? Now check it out in the development directory. There will be a new file. In the development directory, hello.class is there. Hello.class. JavaC command generated class file. Last row, everybody. Are you getting hello.class? JavaC space hello.java. JavaC space hello.java. You got hello.class? Everybody, JavaC command generating class file, compiling Java file, resulting hello.class. What is this class file? What it is containing? That you'll come to know later. Don't worry anything now. We got the hello.class. Compiling, got over. Compilation step, got over. We have done the compilation step through JavaC command. Let's move to the third step. Running. Running should be done through Java command. This Java command you should trigger from the place where class file is there. Java command should be triggered from the place where class file is generated. Come on, guys. Class file. Class file is available in the June batch DUV. Same location. Wherever Java file is there, in the same location, class file also there. In the command prompt from the same location, trigger Java command. Java space. Come on. Just class name. Don't give dot class. Here, dot class should not be specified. Internally, automatically, it will be taking dot class. You need to mention only hello. It is a part of the syntax. While compiling, you have to mention dot Java. While running, you should not mention dot class. While running, use Java command with class name. While compiling, use Java C command with file name with dot Java extension. Did you get hello world? This is our first program in the life. Sarno, hello world, simple Java program. We got the hello world output. Java command, it showed the output. It resulted hello world. Come on. These are the three steps we have followed. Now you can develop 2-3 programs like this. Become very comfortable on composing, compiling, running. Just to give a class name only as of now. So tomorrow I'll show you the detailed picture on development structure. So mainly we have seen software setup. Development setup is different. I showed one simple hello world program. Tomorrow we will see actual development structure. What could be the different directories, different development directory structure, that I'll show you in the next class.